Yes, it's been continuing.
Wow.
Thanks for your patience, for changing the program a bit. If you can't see me and you need to move your chairs, please do get comfortable, because I'm trying to see back there and I can't see some of your faces. And before we start, Maxine, Dara, did Shanti get in touch with you about next time? Yeah, tablas. Yeah, great, thank you. For those who love mantra singing, next week we have a guest here called Nalanie, and she's from England. She studied in India with many great masters, and she sings, if you like mantra chanting, it's beautiful. We have a workshop here from 2:30 till 5:30 for those who can come to the workshop. And then from 6 to 8, it will be the normal satsang and chanting. So next week will be a little bit different. But if you love chanting, come, because you'll have a ball. You really will. And any donations will be appreciated, because it'll go towards her flight tickets and her accommodation here. Because we're all going to be looking after her. So that's for next Tuesday. Also want to let you know, next Wednesday, sorry. She'll be Tuesday in Spain from 6 to 8 in Bahia Dorada if people want more mantra chanting. And for any information, contact Shanti on that. And just to let you know that SIS, Integral Yoga Gibraltar, we've just donated £300 to Jaden Mori. Is a young boy with special needs, Gibraltarian, and he needed an operation. Operation, of course, was very expensive, $48,000 US. I think it was dollars, yes. It's going to take place in Louisiana, I think. And they had just reached over 30,000. They were, trying to raise the last funds, because special needs are not funded for these special operations. So I donated on your behalf, because all of the donations come from all of you to that. So I just wanted you to know. And it was Amber who alerted me about the need. So I contacted Myra and gave her the check this morning.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for letting us know when there's people in need, in desperate need. I think that's why our center and all the teachers here teach. Terry, why don't you just close that window? Otherwise that curtain will keep blowing in your face all afternoon. So, so just to let you know, what else do I have to let people know?
You mentioned chanting.
And that's why the donations are so welcome.
That's why donations are so welcome, yes. Because whenever there's an emergency, we can use it.
And if anyone wanted to be here for lunch, they would need to put the names I mentioned before.
Okay, next week, before the 2:30 workshop, we are having lunch with the singers here at the Yoga Center. We're having a lunch box from the Indian takeaway up the road, Ramu. So if anybody would like a lunch box, how much is a lunch box?
Well, we haven't quite
worked out, negotiated the price. Okay, whatever it is, 3, 4, 5 euros, yeah. Pounds. So please let Lakshmi know.
Well, there's a notice on the board so you can put the names and telephone numbers.
Okay, Lakshmi or Jasmine. Anything you want with this center. You want to help. You want to do something. You have a project. You feel you can serve in some way. If I'm not here, we got 2 vice chairs right here, Lakshmi and Jasmine. Patty is organizing the newsletter and my appointments, and Shanti works with me more on the Spanish side with the Sangha there. But anything you want to know, please don't feel you can't tell us. The whole idea of this SIS, Service in Satchidananda, I've changed the whole concept of it, and this is just to fill you in. We talk about, everybody wants to do something. We all want to do something for the world, and we're always thinking we have to do something out there. And what I've realized while traveling the world, in all the countries that I speak at, like Portugal, Barcelona, etc., India, I found that in those countries, there are always people in need. In Spain, in Gibraltar, we have our own people in need. Many times we want to give abroad, we say, oh, the poor people in India. There's so much corruption there. Sometimes you go a little wrong because there's nobody to be on top of the project. So what I realized, the service in Satchidananda is service that's coming from the truth in you. When you really want to serve, so many people say, Nalanie, I really want to serve, but I don't know what to do. When you really want to serve with that passion and that love, the project will come to you. People will come to you. Look, we just set up SIS, Little Miracles. Little Miracles especially for special needs. Why? Because it's very dear to my heart. I have a grandchild with special needs. What happens? She sends me an email saying this special need child is in need. It just comes. Once you open your antennas, you really want to, but watch out what you want to do, because when you say you want to serve, you have to sacrifice a lot of what you think is your personal time. But what is your personal time anyway? Is it yours? How long are you on this earth for? So when you talk about service, it's really quite an incredible feeling of love towards every human being, every person that you are in touch with. There's so much service to be done in our homes. How many sad people in the hospital? I mean, I remember when Bhavani's father was passing here, they said, she called me, will you come for a little while? And I really wanted to see her. But while I was there, she introduced me to somebody else who was going through a difficult time, and I really didn't go for her father, I went for this other person. And not even for this other person, for the other person's husband, I think. You never know where you're needed. And service here, there's so much to do. There is so much there's so many people with broken hearts. There's so many people that are alone. There's so many people that are fearful. There are many people who are middle class people who can just afford the mortgages and their meals. And sometimes they need a nice massage. And sometimes they need medical treatment. Sometimes they need a second opinion from a private doctor, right at our doorstep. And for some reason we feel they don't deserve it. And somebody out there in India, poor child, deserves it. Why? What is the difference in service? Isn't the person right here, right next to us, the one that needs it now? And that person has been sent from the divine to you to ask for help. So sometimes we get very funny notions about service. So anyway, SIS is about promoting this feeling of service wherever you are living the yoga teachings. We talk about karma yoga. What is karma yoga? Serving without expecting anything in return. But really without expecting. Even if you expect someone to say thank you or think you're good, forget it, you lost the plot. And it should happen naturally. It happens naturally. When you feel it, everything is given, the work is given to you naturally. You don't have to look for it. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, when I was in Portugal, it started. And I said to the people that, why? I come here and talk, you raise the funds, you give it to me, and I distribute it. Why don't you distribute it here and say it's a good deed in the name of truth, knowledge, bliss, Satchidananda, which is our master. So anyway, in Estoril, now they've started, and now Ula, or Gita as we call her, the one we always see on the screen, is now looking after mental home. And for Christmas, she found out that they needed black socks. I don't know, 300 pairs of black socks. And when she went there, because, they're in a mental home, they get dirty quickly, right? So they wanted black. Because they don't wear shoes, they wear socks. Anyway, she started looking into that. Then she started looking at an orphanage nearby. She saw there was so much poverty there. Now she looks at an animal charity. They found out there's so much need there. So now she calls me. She said, Nalanie, can I just do this? The money from the talks, can we just give it to this society, this society, this society? Give it. I said, it's there to give. Just give. What difference? Here, there, wherever you are, there is a need. And when you look around you see it. In Spain, it was the same. The special needs government-run association, the government only gives so much money. So my granddaughter used to go there. So I found out that they were not doing any excursions for the summer because the school bus, the belts, to fix them cost 2,000 euros. And the funding didn't provide for 2,000 euros. So I said, isn't it crazy? We are giving, because it's your money, we're giving thousands to Nepal, we're giving thousands to India, we're giving thousands, and I can't even give it at my doorstep. So what we did was, from the talks in Spain, we gave 2,000 euros to have those seat belts. I got the photo, and to know that those children, because of all the donations, enjoyed the summer. Isn't that a gift in itself? So, all of us are one. We all work together in the center, teachers, students, who knows which one is teacher, who knows which one is a student. We're all one family. So what I'm trying to tell you here, if you have something that stirs your heart, and if we are able to help, let us do it in the name of SIS, Service of Satchidanand, service in truth, knowledge, and bliss. And that's what SIS is all about, to raise this consciousness all over the world. Yesterday, so we went to India, met another yoga student there. And what happened? Yesterday I got an email from her. She was telling me when I was there just 2 months ago, but you both know, you met Lata, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't tell you about this either. She was saying, oh, she had all this experience with yoga, she didn't know what to do with her time, or where should she teach? And I go, just go to the schools. That's where we need to go, schools. Start with children, bring back love, serve, give, teach them respect, teach them to value themselves, teach them all these things. Anyway, guess what? She got a job with a school to teach yoga. So I'm so happy. So she wrote me an email a few weeks ago, happy. Now I got an email from her yesterday saying that she decided that 50% of her wages, because her husband is quite okay, he can afford everything, has gone to the school for the blind in India, where they really need the money. So she's working in India and she's giving it back to the school of the blind, and she'd like to do it in the name of service. And so we've asked her to put it on the website. And the only reason we're putting it on the website and putting people's name and what they're doing is to inspire others. There's no other reason. I think people need inspiration in this day and age. Inspire. And just, 8 weeks ago, she didn't know what to do with her life. And it just shows when you shift your consciousness, shift it without fear, be brave. Because when she said to me, how can I go to the schools, yes, right? There's so many yoga teachers in India, she said. There's so many, I won't get a job. She did. Face your fear and do it anyway. You might be surprised. You might be surprised. Because that call from her to serve was so great. So the universe had to supply her with a job, you see? Because really the call, I really want to serve, but I don't know what to do. The same question over and over again. And when you really come from that place, everything will be sent to you. And that is the spirit we want to build up in our world today. Because everybody, now we talk about renunciation, renounce this and be peaceful, but that's really very, very selfish. If you go in your place and isolate yourself, is not everyone God? Well, some people are so holy they should do that, because without them this world wouldn't run. But there are others like us who are mediocre. There's much we can do and work in the world. There's much. And the most important thing we can give to the world is our love, our kindness, our joy. As you think, so you become. What is lacking in our world today? You tell me. You tell me. If you had one thing to choose, anybody, whoever, what would you say is lacking?
Passionate respect.
Respect.
Yeah. Yeah. Kindness, respect. That's lacking, right? what do? How do you fix it?
Give love at yourself.
Do that yourself. Respect others. Love all. All the things that are lacking, don't complain. Oh, it's lacking. My son showed me no respect. My child showed me. Oh, my child was rude to me. And I go, what about you? How do you speak to your daughter or son? Do this. What do you expect? No, Mom. It's mirror work. You want your child to do something? You know, darling, what do you think? Should we do this together? Should we have some fun in the kitchen? See what kind of reaction you'll get. Be the example. You come home in a bad mood and you expect somebody else to be in a good mood because you got a long face? Oh, come on, get real. They did that to you, you wouldn't be in a good mood. Be real. Be realistic. The world is not run around you. Welcome to the world of spirituality. It's about us, not I, me, mine. You want to find joy? Be joyful. You want to find love? Give love. You want respect? Show respect. Sow the seeds well, and the results will come in automatically because that is the universal law, whether you like it or not. If she draws open the curtain, the sun will come in. Whether she likes it or not, it will come. And that's what we do. We draw open the curtains of our heart. Our heart. We can't keep saying, oh, you should open your heart. You should have a bigger heart. Oh, my husband, my wife, there's narrow. No. You open your heart. And if they can't handle it, they'll leave you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about anything. If you're not meant to be together, it will happen that way. And if you're meant to be together, it will be that way. But if there's no love and no respect and there is no kindness, there is no life. There is no God. There is no spirit. There is no joy. And joy, the real joy is when you are at peace. It's not the high you get. Or the low lows, high highs, low lows. It's not about that. Real joy is sitting well in yourself. Being comfortable with who you are. Who you are. Letting go, renouncing all those things that people tell you you have to be. You only have to answer to you and your God. One day somebody will tell you this is wonderful. The next day somebody else will tell you this is horrible. Who are you going to follow? You know the story about the donkey and the father and the son, right? Do you remember that? Should I tell it again? Yeah, I'll tell you again. The father and the son were going to have this donkey, and they were going to go to a few villages down the way to sell the donkey, all right, to get some money. So the father goes, oh, my son, you sit on the donkey. Well, I'll walk. So they go to the next village. People in the village, oh, what a selfish son. Sitting on the donkey and letting his father walk. What a selfish son. So the son gets down. Father gets up. So they go into the next town, next village. Oh my God, aren't you a selfish father? Don't you have any poor boy so young and you're making him walk while you sit? Oh my God. So what they do the next time around, they both, you know the story. You can picture it. They both sit on the donkey. They pass the next village. The next village goes, this is the height of animal cruelty. Two of you sitting on one donkey. What's wrong with you? So what do? They decide, oh my God, let's carry the donkey. So they come into a bridge, they're carrying the donkey. And as they're on the bridge, the donkey sees the water and panics and doesn't like being carried. So what happens? The donkey falls off the bridge and drowns. So, moral of the story. What is the moral of the story?
You can't please everybody, so please yourself.
Our master has a beautiful saying, you can't please everybody. So, please yourself. If your action is selfless, then you will be pleasing God. Did you understand that? When there's no personal in the action. And what is wise? They went to sell the donkey. They should take in turns, first the son, then the father, then the son, and take it to the village and sell it. That's normal, balance, right? Whoever has more strength walks more, whoever has less strength sits more, normal. That's balance, that's pleasing everybody, and then you're pleasing God. But they didn't use their common sense, and they pleased everyone. And you know, I'm very, very surprised when I see so many people in life live like this. And then they blame everybody for their misery. Of course you're going to be miserable. You don't know who you are, what you want, what you like, what you don't like. How are you going to find your spirit in all that? Who are you in all this world? Aren't you given your independence and your individuality to learn in this world? Isn't that what this world is all about? A university? The universe? Our master always said that. It's a university. There will always be good and bad, just like a coin. You know, one coin, heads or tails. You turn it over, two different faces, same coin. And life is like that. So you have to learn to deal with both sides of your own brain, your own mind, your own thought. And in that madness, find some balance. And the only way you can find that balance in the madness is to first know who you are. What are you all about? And what is your highest goal? What is your highest goal? What is your highest goal? What do you want from your life? For me, I know. Do you know? Make it clear, make it clear, make it clear. For me, my daily prayers, dear Lord, please bless me so I can do good, be good, live according to your will, hurt no one, harm no one, serve when I can, and at the same time, look after this instrument so we can do more good. Full stop. Easy. Serve, love, give, meditate, realize, purify. But I'm in that equation too. I want to have some fun. That's my birthright. If I'm not having fun coming here, I wouldn't come. Simple. Because that's who I am. If I got tired, I'll say, bye everyone, I'm going up to the mountains. And I'll do it like that. But that's what you have to know. What do you want? Who are you? What are you? Do you know? Talk to yourself. Feel that inspiration. Build up who you are as an individual. Your qualities, everybody's basing their qualities around fear, around society, around culture. Look at our education system, it's really lost it. That's my next plan, by the way. I see it. I want all of you to go into schools, to education. Anybody here school teachers? Great. Bring back the wisdom. Bring back the respect. Teachers are treated so badly today. No respect. And in the Hindu tradition, they say if you don't respect your teacher, you will never receive knowledge. Do you know that?
Oh, no.
Yeah. You will not receive knowledge because you're insulting knowledge by not respecting your teachers because they are the givers of knowledge. So respect is very important. And look at our system today. None of these morals. You don't have to use it as religion. Kids don't want religion anymore. They say it creates too many wars. But they understand the language of love, compassion, kindness. Speak to any child. They understand that. And the reason why they're falling apart is because, like you said earlier, lack of love, lack of patience, lack of time spent with them, lack of caring, lack of compassion. You were once young once. Didn't you remember all the times you went wrong? Or you've forgotten? How many mistakes did you make? I know I made tons. No, I'm so glad I was old enough, my parents were alive for a long time, but I could tell them, I'm sorry Mom and Dad, I gave you so much trouble when I was 17. I really didn't mean to, but I was searching. But I know that because I've done it, you understand why other people do it. But I think adults have this thing, it's a curtain. They forget they were young once. They're curious minds once. They had an inspiration and the joy of living that the teenagers have, that they're slumped when they want to do something different. Not a good idea. Better be a banker, a lawyer, or a doctor. How many of them do you see happy? That's the thing. How many do you see happy? So it's these other things that you have to really understand in you. That's your precious gift. Your life is so very precious. Please don't throw it away in sadness and moaning. There is no need for that. There is really no need. Of course we all have pain. I really understand. We all go through pain. But there's no need to wear a long face. Let us be brave in our pain. Let us be pioneers in this new age and show people that in pain we can surpass it with the love of this great energy of God that is with us. We're never alone. When you touch that, when you can share this. What's seen you through your most difficult time? What do you call it? Inner strength, inner intelligence, whatever you want to call it. Something's seen you through. I remember when I first met Auntie Rajni here many years ago. How many years ago? 18, 20 years ago. Yeah? She was petrified. Petrified. You even mention the word death and she would be in panic. Right? Auntie Rajni, do you remember? No, don't talk to me about death. We talk about death. And when her husband passed, how many years now?
5
years ago. I remember when I heard, I thought, oh dear God, please help her, please help her, please help her. I pick up the phone, I call her. This woman's voice, full of balance, full of peace, full of strength. Wow. She worked on herself, she prepared herself all those years because deep in her soul, she already knew when she first walked into the temple at that time, that her husband was going to the soul mirror. See, here didn't know yet that her greatest fear was death. She's smart. She took that fear, studied it, worked with it, understood that we didn't die. So when her husband passed, she was ready. She took her soul, she heard her soul's voice. She heard it. Many of us get these messages, things that we are very frightened of. And we push them aside in denial. Please don't do that. That is the voice you listen to. Take that greatest fear and face it. Many people are so frightened of not having enough money. So frightened, and the more they fear, the worse it gets. Builds up. Face it. Okay, this is all I have. Face it. I'll do without this. I'll do without that. I'll do without that. Make it adventure and practice. I have less of this. I'll have less of that. Let's see if I can make it a happy practice. We call it pratyahara, sense control. Make it a practice. Can I do it and make myself happy? Then you become, and you get inspired to find things that can make you happy by doing very little. Like going for a nice walk by the beach. You don't have to go out for dinner. You can enjoy watching everybody having their dinner, and you can, take a lovely walk on the beach at dinner time. There's many ways you can find to be happy. Many things. Many things. Many paths. And then you think, wow, it's actually quite nice to be a bit broke. I use my brains, I can think about things and other ways to be happy. When a computer breaks down, I don't need a brand new one. I'll just be without the internet for a couple of weeks. Wow, what a blessing.
No emails.
What a blessing. Whoa. We become so keyed on to the computer that we don't seem to have time to communicate with each other.
I was just about to buy one today before I came.
So long as you don't become addicted. No.
I need it for my report.
Just don't become addicted to it. And those reports. Do them quickly, 2 hours, and
Oh, I
done.
wish. Each one.
I know, that's a lot of work, isn't it? Yeah. So bring these values back to the schools. Be great, respect, kindness, love, strength. Strength to stick up for values. Teach children how to be not cowardly with their values. Oh, my friends all take drugs, so what can I do? Teach your children strength. Teach yourself strength. Actually, that's even better. Teach yourself strength and your children will learn from you. Teach yourself strength and your partner will learn from you. Teach yourself strength and your parents will learn from you. Teach yourself strength and everyone around you will take that from you and learn from you and will develop that strength in them because we all have it. It's all the mind stuff, as Sri Patanjali says, that stops us. And as you know, as you think, so
You become.
if you see any problem in your life, look at your thoughts. Don't look anywhere else. Look at your thoughts. Look at your thoughts. Where are they? Where are your thoughts? And you'll know how your life is. Nowhere else. You don't even need a doctor to do that or a psychologist. You can try stuffing pills or antidepressants. What are you doing? Closing the mind. You want to do that? Do it. Good luck. Finish your life off miserable. Do it. That's what you want. Come back again. Repeat the whole process. God bless you. Why not do it this time around? Well, you have a healthy body and a strong mind and a feeling to find the truth and that inspiration to find yourself. You have it. Inspire yourself daily. Inspire yourself daily. That is the work all of us need to do. Because if we don't, we slip. We slip. Choose an inspirational book that you love. Anyone. I have two, the Gita and the Sutras. But now it's quite nice because I know it in here. So many years of reading it. I kind of know most of the Sutras. I know it like by heart. Practice becomes, you too. I've tried to teach you the same. Practice becomes firmly grounded when you practice for a long time without a break
and in all earnestness.
And the 4 locks and keys, right? How do you treat people in this world? We talked about it last night.
Friendliness towards the happy,
Compassion towards the unhappy,
delight in the virtuous, and disregard of the wicked.
And what about everybody else? You forgotten it? And the new people, don't worry about that. It's just ways, these are things that to help us how to deal with everyday life. Yoga's chitta vritti nirodha. That's the meaning of yoga. Yoga, union. Higher self, lower self. Know your higher self, know your lower self. Get in tune to your higher self. As Lord Jesus said, be in the world, but you're not part of the world. You're not, are you? You're definitely not part of this world because I guarantee you that you will leave your body when you die. And your body will go dust into dust or ashes into ashes. Either you have a burial or you have a cremation. You will be dust. Either way. Guaranteed, for sure. So you are only here temporary, for sure. You want me to pretend that that's not true? I'll be lying to you. You all know that. So you're here very little time. How do you want to use it? How do you want to live it? That's renunciation. Is the real renunciation is understanding that not even this belongs to you. I keep saying it. Even your name wasn't chosen by you. Everything is on loan. Everything you have is on loan. So your house is on loan. Your partner's on loan. Your children are on loan. Everything is on loan. Got it for a short time. How are you going to use it? How are you going to treat it? Your life is one thing. You cannot change anyone. Please stop trying to. I keep saying you'll hit yourself against a brick wall and break your own head in the process. You can only change you. And if you don't like a situation, then walk away. Why do you have to stay in a horrible situation? Either walk away or either accept it's a horrible situation. It's a horrible situation. I accept. I can't walk away, so I'm going to stay. If I'm going to stay, I'm going to accept. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Confusion. The reason you're asking, should I go? Should you stay? Is because you're not ready to go, so just stay until you're ready to go. Our master always said, if the pot is hot enough, are you going to say, should I drop the pot? You're not even going to say that. You're going to go when you're going to drop it. All this mind stuff, that's all mind stuff. So the fact that you can't go means you have to stay. If you're going to stay, accept and perfect your actions where you are. Full stop. And bring as much love into it. And then, if you're not meant to stay, you will be moved. The calling will be so great, as with Buddha and all these people, so great that you can't stay even if you want to. And you just got to have that faith. Just have to have that faith. Accept every moment. I spoke about Ram Dass last week. Papa Ram Dass, how he traveled through India. It's a little book. If you want to borrow it, you can borrow it. I have it. For him, everybody was Ram. Everybody was God. For Mother Teresa, everybody was divine. They understood. For Lord Jesus was all divine. That's why when the woman was by the the prostitute, and they were going to stone her, what did he say? Let you, without sin, cast the first stone. Let you, without sin, cast the first. Nobody could stone her. They walked away. Everybody has some kind of sin. Welcome to the human world. We're not here to fix everyone. We're here to fix us. And I remember the first talk, the very first talk that our beloved Master Gurudev gave in Gibraltar was about world peace. And he said, don't even talk about world peace unless you have your own peace. He said, you get all these people talking about peace. Make peace, make peace, make peace, and they're breaking windows. What are they doing? Violence. And that's what Gandhi used so strongly. Even though they were beating him up, he stuck to his values. Was he a coward? No. Got up again and again. He was put into prison, came out of prison again, got beaten over and over and again. Never lost his strength and faith in God because he stuck to the golden rules. He wasn't a weakling. He spoke to the very highest about what he felt and what he knew to be right. And it was righteousness. He was speaking for equality. So when you live a cause that is righteous, In the Bible it says, seek ye God and all its righteousness. Everything else will be added unto you. And we talk in modern language. Seek the higher self. Flow with the divine power, and everything is yours. Same word, different language, modern, old-fashioned, but same meaning. Flow with the divine energy. Flow with it. Flow with who you are. It's in you as much as it's in me. And now doctors, scientists are proving that we have a system, an astral body, which the yogis have been saying for millennium, called chakra system, energy bodies, and that's our astral body, that's connected with our emotions. And when we balance our emotions, we balance our physical body, we become healthier. When the emotional body is disturbed, our physical body is disturbed. And there are even pathways. There are 7 main chakras. The Bible says 7 gates to heaven. In your own body, heaven and hell are here. After here, it's all love and the law of karma. So make your hell on earth a heaven. That's what you can do. And by doing that, you teach others to do that. When they watch you, I want what he's got, I want what she's got. I'm going to do the same. And that's what I said, I want what he's got. That strength, that generosity of spirit, that kindness. And I'll work all my life for that. That is my life's work. What is your life's work? The rest of the work is work. We all have work. We're in the world. We have to wash dishes, and we have to clean, and we have to pay bills, and we have to go to banks. You know, that's my worst job, which I'm learning to love. Painfully. I won't deny that. Every time I go on the internet and pay a Visa bill, I try to use very little of my Visa, but when you travel, it's hard not to use a Visa card because you can't carry so much cash with you. And so I just pray. I said, okay, don't fear it, pray with it. And the last time I did it in 1 minute, whoa, I was so proud of myself. Do you know, it's that kind of feeling, make everything divine, face your fears, you know? And learn to love them. It's what makes you strong. It's not that they go away. I wish I could blow away all those accounts. But they're not going to go away, so I might as well love them. There are many things in our life that we don't like, but we have to do because we live on this earth. So we might as well love them. We might as well start to care about them a little. You know? And that's all we can do. And then it just makes our life more joyful. It just makes your life more joyful. And don't focus on the things you don't like to do too much. Just do them quick and get them out of the way. Otherwise, you get a disturbed mind. So if you don't like to wash dishes, do it right away and finish. If you don't like mopping floors, do it right away and finish. It's done. You don't have to because this is what we do with our lives. So we waste a lot of our lives thinking that we have to do something that we don't like to do. We still in the end up doing it, but we've wasted so much good, precious time with beautiful things. So do those things you don't like to do very quickly in your day, and the rest of the day is for fun. You can enjoy it, you can do other things, you know. And that's the way you see your life, and then you can just enjoy watching a nice movie, or going for a nice walk, or chatting with a good friend. Because that's a really nice thing to do. Don't you think those things are very delicious in life? Reading a delicious book. I mean, what else can be more beautiful? Looking at the beautiful sky. Those are such beautiful things in life. Listening to a child talk without rushing them through their speech. Because you know what they are. And then Granny, and you know what my teacher said, okay, take your time. And this and that and that and that, you will know, you know. Just taking time to listen. Time goes so quick. the opportunity of everything everybody is saying to you. Listen. When you talk to people, listen, look in their eyes, focus. This is another renunciation. Don't think, what should I say to look clever? Or don't think for the other person. I notice people do this a lot, because they always tell me, oh, I know you were thinking this about me. No. Really? That means that's what you were thinking that I was thinking, so it's in your mind, not my mind. It wasn't in my mind, but that's what you were thinking. And I've seen with the work I do with people that many times they're thinking for other people. And I go, but you don't have the right to do that. But if I do that, he or she will do this and this and this and this and this will be the reaction. As of course, you've decided it as you think, it will become. You've decided the reaction already. So what will happen? You will do the action that will bring that reaction. And you say, I told you so, but you did the action to get that reaction. So change your action. You'll get a different reaction. So when you're talking to people, try to do this exercise. Try to see that you're not thinking what people are thinking about you, how you look, or what you are like, or what your personality is. Just look into their eyes and think, oh, wow, so many things special in people. I never knew that this little crooked nose could make a person so attractive, Oh, there's a streak in that hair, or look at the color of the eyes, and you listen to the words. You're on that person. You learn a lot very quickly. Because your mind is not in the way. And then not only do you learn a lot about that person, because sometimes that person may not be very honest in speech, but you will learn about that person here, because you will feel, because you're not blocking your thoughts. So you feel. You get the energy of the other person. And you can feel the person sad or happy and what's coming out of them. Yes, I'm really very happy. I'm okay, Nalanie. Oh, but they're not okay. What's bothering you? Something's hurting. Can I help? And then you get right away very close to people. No time to waste in small talk. Life is too short. No time. Much more important things to do with our life. And every thought we have affects the universe. So we have lots of time to think beautiful thoughts, right? And that's why we do mantra chanting, to detach from the negative thoughts in our mind. And sometimes even the positive. Sometimes you think so much positive that you have so many expectations. Also is like that. So much better to be in balance and just chant. This is why we chant. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Or God is with me, I'm not alone. Or this too shall pass. Or thine will be done. Whatever you want. Or simple song like Make Me a Channel of Your Peace, which is one of my favorites. Will you sing that now, Shanti?
Can we all join in?
Please.
I can't resist it.
Oh, then yes.
No, everybody, not just me, please, everybody.
Everybody sing together. I mean, if you know the words, please do. Just get her to start. So, or you can start.
No, chanting is a good one.
Respect.
Okay, join her.
Please, thank you. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is danger, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is life, let me... I've gone, sorry. Om Namah Shivaya. Light. Where there is darkness, only light. And where there is sadness, ever joy. Oh, Master, grant that I may never see
much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, in giving to all men that we receive, and in dying that we're born to eternal life. Dying to ourselves.
Yeah, dying to ourselves. That big ego, that pride, that arrogance. I can't be wrong. It has to be somebody else's fault, you know. Well, I hear that all the time. I hear it all the time. I can't be, it's me. I'm too special. And then you tell me you have low self-esteem. Are you really confused? One, when it suits you, you're proud. When it doesn't suit you, oh, Nalanie, I don't know how to do this. You're really mixed up. Isn't it true? Know yourself well. What are you? And neither low self-esteem or arrogance is there. That's all mind stuff. Behavior that you learned. You've forgotten who you are. What are you? Truth, knowledge, bliss, absolute. You are divine. That divinity is you. You are light, you are light, you are light. That's why when you're so in love and you don't have a bad thought in your mind, you are light, you feel light, you glow, you're happy. Yesterday we had initiation in Spain. For the 1.5 hours, all people were thinking was serving, loving, giving, mantra, singing. Why were they glowing afterwards? Because for 1.5 hours, the mind was filled with goodness. Doesn't that tell you something about who you are? Because if that wasn't who you are, why would you be glowing with joy and peace afterwards? You'd be miserable. Some people cannot come to something like this. They find it miserable. Not ready for it. It's too much energy for them. You can't force anybody. Everybody has to find their own light in their own time. And we're all given a certain time, a certain awakening. There's a little bell that rings, you know, now, go. And if you don't listen, you get hit. And if you don't listen, the door bangs down on you. Then you have to listen. Get your panic attacks. And pills don't get rid of panic attacks. And nobody can do. You can go to 50 doctors and they can't do anything for you. And you go to everybody, counselors for help, and nobody can do anything for you until you start to understand, oh my God, all my panic attacks are based on fear. Fear of death. Fear of life. Fear of being me. Fear of being I'm trapped. Most people feel trapped. Panic attacks are signs that you are feeling trapped in your own body. It's your soul's language. It's your soul talking to you, telling you you need to shift consciousness. They're a great gift. It's a warning. Something you should be doing in your life, you're not following it. You're not taking time for me. The soul is telling you, wake up before it's too late. That's the warning bell. Our bodies are so good. It's so kind. The universe is so kind. God is so kind. It gives us so many warnings. Oh, we're so stubborn because we don't want to work. We call meditation work. We call prayer work. We call laughter. Oh, it's so hard to laugh. I'm so depressed. How can you laugh all the time? Why not? I have to laugh because if I don't laugh, something's going to go wrong anyway, so I might as well be happy. Have this joy. Why aren't you joyful today? Some of you are really sad. Why? What's wrong? There are a few that are really happy and I can feel that, but there are a few really sad. What can you say? be so bad. You can get through it. You are strong. You are wonderful. You are light. God is with you. Have compassion. Okay, you feel awful today? You feel awful. What can you do? It's okay. You'll laugh tomorrow. Give yourself permission, but don't torture yourself. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. As you think,
So you become.
I feel bad today. Let's see, tomorrow will be better. Visualize yourself smiling, and then do some work to distract your mind from that, from falling into a dark hole. You know the autobiography in 5 chapters, right? How many don't know it? It's anonymous. Okay. So I say it again? Okay. Chapter 1. God bless you. Are you going to your dance, right? I'm so happy you're taking up dance again. Yeah. So you're coming with me to the lawyer on Monday?
Yeah, I'll be at the house just before 9.
Thank you. Great. Perfect. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Good evening.
Om Shanti.
I'm going to be joyful at dance.
Yes, good. Spread it. We expect the performance.
Your draw handle.
Oh, you?
Yes,
oh,
it's
it's going to be fixed on Friday, the door handle. Don't worry. Just came up in her head. Okay, autobiography in 5 chapters, and then we'll finish the evening. Chapter 1. I walk down the road. There is a hole. I fall into the hole. It's dark. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. I can't see my way out. I struggle, I struggle, I struggle. And after much time of struggling, I finally see the light and I get out. Chapter 2. I walk down the road. I see the hole. I fall into the hole. It's dark. I struggle, but I get out. Chapter 3. I walk down the road. I see the hole. I fall in. I get right out. Chapter 4. I walk down the road. I walk around the hole. I don't fall in. Chapter 5, I take another route. It's our life, isn't it? Don't you know there's so many lessons in your life? You know, you get so tired of hearing yourself complain after life. You know what? I'm just going to go a totally different direction. And that's when people make great changes in their life. They either change their jobs, or they change their homes, or they change their country, and they just take that plunge. You know, they take that great plunge. And that's what makes them feel great, having the courage to take that plunge, because they're tired of that black hole that they keep falling into. You know, but it takes us time to learn to get out of it. And then you get wise. And life teaches us those things. You know?
And you get holes in the other road as well, man.
Now that's what I would call a negative thought.
Another challenge.
Yes, but this time you won't fall in. You'll know already to walk around the hole. You've learned that much. So when you see it, go,
I've been there.
I'm not going down the same road. And that's different. You would have learned. You know? You would have learned. And that's life for us. Now, any questions before we finish with a little meditation? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to share? I know so many of your lives are so rich. You have so many stories, you know? And like I say, every time I meet a person in my office and I listen to them, it's like a new storybook. For me, it's like that. Everybody has a nice book of adventures, you know? And if you could look at your life in different chapters, that's how I see my life, all the different chapters. And it's your biography, it's your story, it's your book. And when you have the knowledge, you can decide how colorful you want to make it, or how boring you want to make it. That's also okay, if that's what you want, you know. But it's your book. Your life is your book. And you can make it so very... I love color. Don't you love color? Maybe next week I won't come in white.
Nej, jag har haft teaching next week. Oh, you are. You're a bit half.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Come in color.
The red, right?
Fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, I want to change. Why not?
Yes.
I love color. I love white too, but I love all colors. I get tired of the colors of coming white again. How's that? Have fun. Have fun with life. No straight and narrow. It's broad. The truth is one passed on many. That's why I fell in love with this master. His ideas were so universal. Love all the religions. And if you don't love the religion, no problem, make up your own. If you don't want to make up your own, have no religion. But we know what makes us all tick. Love, goodness, kindness, compassion. These are the qualities, generosity, sharing, laughter. These are the qualities we know we love. That, to me, is part of God. So do that and make that your religion. And that's why I love this master, and it was really such an experience, and I wish you could have been there, all of you with me, when I was in the University of Virginia. And our beloved master had invited all the heads of all the different churches, the dean from New York, the rabbi from New York, the imam from New York, all the top heads of different religions, and then the American Indian chief, and all of them were there. And there was 11 of the different religions and Gurudev in the middle. And they all did a little ceremony of 1 minute each with a candle. And at the end, they all lit one candle that was, one huge candle that was in the middle of the table. All of them together lit it. What a sight. What a sight. It was just so beautiful. There was nobody in a room that wasn't crying. All these it was packed at the university. People from all over the world was there. I was so lucky I got front seats because of my guru. Really lucky. But it was such an experience, you know. And this is how we need to mend many things in our life, personal relationships. Especially make peace. You don't have to, you don't have to be so friendly, but at least make peace. Some people you just can never be with because it's just not possible. You're too different. It's okay. Just make peace. In your heart, make peace. Make peace with everyone and everything in your heart. And that's where you have to make it. Sometimes you make it to somebody, they don't want it. It's okay. You make it. You know that when you think of this person that's hurt you so much, that deep in your heart, you wish them the best. You know it. And if you can physically make peace, even better. But sometimes, not possible. I accept that. But make peace, all right? And with that note, we'll finish off. Is there any mantra any of you would like to be requested? And we can sing that mantra and have a few minutes silent meditation and then finish.
Satya Sai Baba is very serious.
Oh, is he? Is he very ill? What's wrong?
He can't breathe, he's on the ventilator.
Okay. How old is he now?
Sorry?
How old is he
I
now?
think 87, 86, 87.
Okay. We'll say peace. Triangle prayers.
Nalanie.
Yes.
Also, Tony's dog passed away in the ashram,
Oh,
and he was really close to his dog.
we will
So,
definitely
if you
do
can have him in your thoughts,
I
I just
will.
hope that he gets through it, and he has the strength. That would be great.
I will do that. Thank you. And you're supposed to rap for us.
Man, today, next week, whenever.
Would you like to hear him rap before we start? Or
Yes.
after? After.
That's not why I said it.
No, but,
We already do that.
but I really love rap. I love rap. I know it's on, but I love it. Do you love it too?
I love it.
I love his kind of rapping.
Yes, his kind of
All raps about.
We'll do the prayers and then we will finish off when we leave with your rap. Yes.
Also for my cousin's little grandchild who's suffering with stomach attack. And for Tanya.
And for my Talia. Thank you very much. She's not eating. Anybody else?
Nalanie, is that the picture of the Dalai Lama turned over?
Where?
In the corner there.
Where? Where is it done?
Oh.
I found it there, otherwise I left it.
Normally he's there.
Yeah. Oh, that's strange. Thank you.
Oh, I wonder who put him there.
Yeah?
How sad. Thank you for noticing. Thank you. Thank
Maybe
you.
the cleaner or something, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Thank you. Anybody else you'd like to pray for? Anything?
My aunt, please.
Yes.
Somebody else that I know is not doing too well as well.
Okay. You know, when we say the Om Trambagams, you see that person and you see your aunt and the people that we pray for. You see them in your mind, all right? For us, because we can't see them, but you know them. And from here especially, send the energy while we're doing that all the time. When you visualize, that's really powerful. All right? And for Marcia, our Anna here, who's gone through a really tough time.
Anna's coming through it.
Anna's coming through it. Was the test biopsy okay?
I have very good pronostic. Pronostic? I don't know how you say that in English.
Pronostico.
I don't need chemio, only radiotherapy.
Fantastic. And you'll be fine. So we'll pray for you, Marcia, too.
Thank you.
Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhi pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityo mokshiye mamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityor mokshiye mamritat. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityor mokshiye mamritat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
May all of those we prayed for receive so much love and light from us. We'll have 2 minutes